Good evening, Kenton community. My name is Sabatino Samato. I'm your superintendent, and this is your weekly connection update. A lot of great stories to read up on this week. First, we really have the message from me where we focus on a new bus sign-up process and also our reflection, healing, and hope. Especially focusing on our events this weekend. We'll talk about that in a moment. Then, of course, we have our safety tips for families, we have our school and district highlights, and then we have our recognitions for the week. So let's get going. First, the update from me. Let's first focus on reflection, healing, and hope. And folks, you know, today we had a moment of silence. Our elementary message, of course, focused on let's stand united against racism, against hatred, against bigotry. Our middle school and high school message, of course, focused on the same thing, took it a little bit deeper into the 13 seconds and what that resembles. Our 10 lives that were lost, our 3 that were injured last year in the city of Buffalo on May 14th. And folks, it's really a time that we come together united as one community. One Kenton, one Buffalo, and I really want you to take a moment, read that over. Of course, use it as a teachable moment as you see fit with your children. That's why we modified the message a little bit for our elementary school kiddos, but it is nonetheless a very important message that we focus on as one community, as one Buffalo. Please take a moment to reflect on that story this weekend. The next update from me is regarding a new bus sign-up process, and this is where we're asking for that partnership with all of our families, really to focus on that partnership. This is going to be something that we really need to do together, folks. Typically in Kenton, we've routed all of our eligible busers from the beginning of the school year. And folks, that is not the best strategic way to do busing. Now, we want to encourage all of our families to absolutely take advantage of the transportation that we provide. But we have to be strategic. We have to make sure that we're doing this as efficiently as we possibly can. It is not fair. One of the struggles that we've had this year, not fair, not good, to have any of our students arriving home so late. Especially our elementary school students that are the last part of our pickup process at the end of the day, our drop-off process, pickup from school, drop-off at home. We've seen that has been delayed by bus driver shortage, by challenges with our transportation, with making sure that we have enough people to complete our runs. Our folks are doing everything that they can, and this shortage absolutely has been difficult. And this is one of the ways that we can be proactive as possible for next year by having this sign-up process. We will be doing a blitz. I shared it with everyone at the board meeting this past Tuesday. I asked you to review that. I also asked you to review this, and let's do this together. It will be a change. We'll have a few hiccups this first year, next year that we're going into this, but I promise you that through being as efficient as we can, as strategic as we can, it will help us eliminate some of the challenges that some of our families have experienced. So take a look at that section. Our next section, safety tips for families, we really focus on Lyme Disease Awareness Month, and in the New York State Education Department taking steps to educate families about the dangers associated with ticks and tick-borne diseases, especially Lyme disease. So look at that and go over that, review that with our kiddos. Next, of course, school and district highlights. And each week we focus on school and district highlights. This is all the stuff from this past week here in Kenton. Students and staff embrace community's effort to spread random acts of kindness. Kenton named Best Community for Music Education for a 13th year in a row. Kenton celebrates 3rd PBS Kids Writers Contest winner. Holmes Elementary to host Kids Car Wash on Saturday, May 20th. Kenmore East hosts first ever school-wide cultural celebration. Lindbergh students explore STEM with Marty the Robot. Lindbergh celebrates school-wide outdoor play, and that's just a sample of all the great things that happened this week in our school district. Recognitions, we have a few this week. First, Ava Velkwich. She is a Kenmore East 9th grade student of one of our art teachers, Mr. Matthew Sigourney, who will have her artwork recognized nationally May 8th, Ava was honored during a ceremony with Congressman Brian Higgins. Check out that story. What a great story. What a great effort. What great work that our kids do under the tutelage of our expert teachers. This is an example. Congratulations, Ava. Our next recognition, our board president, Mr. Matthew Shamara. This week at our board meeting, we recognized President Shamara for being recognized through the New York State School Boards Association. We had our local representative from the Erie County Association of School Boards, Mr. Dave Lowry, was at our board meeting, and we were able to recognize Matt for this statewide NYSBA, New York State School Board Association recognition. Congratulations to our very own president, Mr. Shamara. And finally, our recognitions this week, speech and language pathologists and HR staff. This is their week that they are recognized throughout New York State. Speech and Language Pathologist Appreciation Day, of course, is this Thursday, May 18th. And our Human Resource Staff Appreciation Day, it's always May 20th. Since that falls on a Saturday this year, we'll recognize them throughout the district on Friday, May 19th. And just the outstanding work that these individuals do for our students on a day-to-day basis. Check out those stories, check out that recognition, and we are so honored and so privileged to have the staff that we do throughout Kenton, especially this week, recognizing speech and language pathologists and our human resources staff. And folks, that brings us to the end of the connection. Very important week this Tuesday, May 16th. We have our budget vote and Board of Education election. It's hosted right there at Hoover. Remember, we focused on it. We have for a while, but especially last week. Really take a look at and come out how important all of the work. We need your support here in Kenton, and we are really a community on the move. Because together, we are Kenton proud. Together, we always make Kenton stronger, and together we'll keep Kenton moving forward. Thank you very much and have a wonderful weekend.